and welcome to Youth Art Month Encounters. And we are here at the museum to check out all of the amazing artwork. We've had to tweak the show a little bit, and it's a little bit different this year, but we are still showcasing some amazing artists. And so we are here to go check it out, interview a couple artists, and just take it all in. Let's go. And we are here with Lynn Wynn. And Lynn, what does it feel like to be back in the museums? And we are I feel like we're slowly kind of getting things back to normal. Tell me what that's meant for you.
It's an incredible feeling, Angie, to see all the parents, all the students, all the grandparents be back in a space to celebrate the students' work. It is absolutely the best feeling ever.
Very nice. And then we have now opened the CVPA and had several shows there. Tell me what that experience has been like for the students and for the parents, and then also from your perspective.
You know, the goal in AISD is to provide our kids opportunities to excel in the arts. And so the CVPA has allowed our kids to really take flight for the love of the arts. And so at that level, it's the artful level and the IB level, and they really have a chance, opportunity to explore every medium, every technique at the CVPA. And it's been a great turnout for our kids.
Well, Lynn, thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. As always, a pleasure.
Thank you, Angie. And like you always say, go out and make some great art.
So this is just one of my coil pots that I made. It wasn't really very inspired. I just wanted something like under the sea, kind of. So it took a long time to make, actually.
All right, and so for our younger viewers, can you explain to them how do you make a coil pot?
So what you do is you roll out your clay into a slab, and then you cut it into strips, and you kind of roll it into kind of like a snake, and you just attach it round and round like that.
Awesome. And so I see that this is 12th grade for you, so you've been doing this for a while. Is this your favorite medium to work with?
Yeah, it actually is. At first I thought it was just going to be just painting, but I actually really enjoy ceramics a lot.
Awesome. And do you see yourself, where do you see yourself going with this?
I might minor in art in college, but I'm more of a science person anyways. So.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing your art with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Allison, you have a beautiful piece here. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you on your creation here?
So what inspired me was we take a lot of vacations to Colorado, and it's gorgeous there. And so I wanted to put it into a painting so that whenever I wanted to remember what Colorado looks like, I have it right here for me.
Very nice. I love that. And then is this acrylic or oils, or what are you using?
It's an oil painting.
Very nice. And for our younger viewers, can you tell me what is your most challenging thing about using oil paint?
The most challenging thing about using oil paint would just be the time it takes to dry. And so it's a little discouraging when you think it's dry and then it starts mixing with stuff and you're like, oh no, I have to fix that. But it will dry eventually, and sometimes the mixing, it'll work out for you.
Very good advice. Is this your first time to have art at the art show?
It is my first time to have it here, but it is not my first time to have it in an art show.
Very, very nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing it with us tonight.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
Our teacher told us that we needed to make like a background of the impossible, and I like fever dream stuff, and I was like obsessed with mushrooms at the time, so I kind of just drew this and aliens in the background. And my friend, we used the colors, the different colors for different things.
What medium did you use for this piece?
Mostly color pencils, markers for the spots, and gel pen, and a white gel pen.
And you have two pieces here tonight, both equally impressive and both having mushrooms. You're really into mushrooms.
Yeah, I like mushrooms a lot.
Is this your first time to have art at the art show?
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
Nervous, very nervous, and seeing other people's art, it's nice. I like it.
It's fun, isn't it? I always get very inspired when I see everybody else's art. It gives me great ideas too. How about you?
Me too, because I really like this one. It makes me want to go home and like draw a big portrait.
You should do it.
I might not.
All right, well, thanks for talking with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. Peyton, this is an amazing piece that you have here tonight, and I've heard that this was your first time to be in an art show. So first off, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And tell us a little bit about your piece.
Well, I wanted to model it after my own mouth since I have those piercings, but I wanted to make sure, it's about anxiety and not having, you don't know what to say and your mouth feels full at times. So I wanted to emphasize that with the wave and stuff. but I felt like I did it correctly. I hope so.
I think you did. If it made it here to the show, you did something right for sure. Tell us a little bit about what medium you used.
I used white colored pencil and I used chalkboard paper. So I cut it up and then I pasted it with the white things you see and made it up. And then I used acrylic paint with the waterfall section.
Awesome. Very, very nice. And is art something that you see yourself pursuing in the future?
I'm actually going to art school next semester.
Yay! I love it. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And so what medium are you thinking you're going to focus on?
I'm focusing in acrylic painting and portraits, but who knows, you know?
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna remember your name because I think you're going places. So congratulations.
Have a nice day.
JACQUELYN, you have an awesome piece here. Tell us a little bit about it.
Honestly, it took me a long time to actually go down with the color scheme because as you can see, there's a tiny little orange piece in there because I was gonna originally go with a rainbow, but I was like, you know what? It's Valentine's Day. It's coming up. Well, might as well go with pink and red. And also, I got inspo from Queen of Hearts because the black hearts. And I don't know, it took me a really long time with the individual coils and stuff, but it turned out really nice. I like the outcome, you know. It made, honestly, also with the facial expression, I was actually going off of this photo of me myself. I don't know if I have it right now, but it's in my phone. And I have a similar, facial expression. And I don't know, this piece just makes me really happy with red. Also, it's one of my favorite colors along with pink, you know.
Very nice. Can you tell our younger viewers, because they probably haven't done paper coiling before, what do you think is the hardest thing about paper coiling? And then also, is it a medium that you really enjoy working with?
Honestly, paper coiling, the outcome is really nice, but it's probably down below with one of my favorite medias because it just takes so much time, especially when you don't have the right tools, you know? Or not the right tools because I used a toothpick, but it's just really tedious. So if you have the tool that Miss Robbins, my art teacher, showed us, then it makes it twice as easier. But it's a really fun medium to work with. You can make all types of shapes, you know. It's really good.
That's one of the things I really like about your piece is that you've got circles, but you've also got some other shapes. I see hearts, I see some triangular kind of shapes. So I love that aspect of it, that you changed it up like that. So what is your favorite medium?
Probably, it's really old-fashioned, but probably just, I don't know, it's probably just a basic Ticonderoga 2B because you can get all types of values with it. It's really nice. I like Ticonderoga a lot, actually.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, thank you so much for talking with us tonight. Congratulations. And we have Dariah here with us tonight. We had to kind of chase her down and talk her into this a little bit, but I think she's ready to roll now. All right, so tell us a little bit about your piece. Tell us what's going on, your color choices, your words. Where did this all come from?
So basically, I was just going for a bright and, inspiring piece with the colors. I wanted to make it stand out by coloring it in and style the words, and, adding the butterflies to make people feel inspired by it. I want people to be encouraged by it based off the words, you're worthy, be hopeful, you have knowledge.
I love it very much. Okay, and so tell us your medium. What were you using?
I used watercolor paint. That's right, yeah. And I used marker.
Very nice. And you have two pieces here. So is this your first time to be featured in an art show, or are you an old pro?
No, ma'am. This is my second time.
Very nice. And do you see yourself pursuing art as you go further into your education?
Yes, ma'am. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think you should. Well, thanks for talking with us. I hope it wasn't too painful.
It wasn't.
I made it to describe how fall is, on how you would go to a pumpkin patch and then take pictures, and then there will be sunflowers by the pumpkin patch sometimes, and then you'll go and take pictures by it. And I thought that, and then the background, I made it in those colors because it reminds me of when fall is cool. So that's what made me do this piece.
Very nice. And so I'm assuming fall is one of your favorite seasons?
Yeah.
For sure. And okay, so I see that you've got warm colors working in the middle. You got cooler colors on the outer parts. Were you guys was this a color lesson that you were doing, or did you just like to pull that into it?
I just wanted to pull it into it. It was basically based on just shapes. So that's, yeah.
Very nice. And is this your first time to have art here?
Yes,
What does it feel like to have artwork hanging in an actual museum?
it's cool. Yeah. I was so surprised that I actually made it.
I'm not. It's great work. Well, thanks for talking with us about it.
Thank you.
KHIREE, you have an amazing art piece here tonight. Can you tell us about how you made it? What did you do?
This is the red part of the ladybug.
What did you put on here to make it red?
Miss Randall did that for us.
Yeah.
And these are the stocks,
Love it.
the sun, the antennas, and this.
What are these?
Those are the dress.
Oh my goodness, I love it. What do you think about having your artwork at the museum?
I think it feels great.
I think it feels great too. I think that you did a great job on this artwork, and I'm not surprised that you're here at all. Are you going to be an artist when you grow up?
Yep.
Like it. Thank you for talking with us. KASHA'SHA, tell me about your art piece that you have at the museum here tonight.
I like put hearts as the sprinkles, and I used colors that I really thought were pretty. I really like put my heart into this. Can you tell?
Yes, I can.
That's why I put the hearts as the sprinkles.
I love it. So tell us about what supplies were you using when you were doing these two different areas?
Well, I did the painting first, and then I did the donut, and I put this as last. And when I found out, it was so exciting.
That it was going to be in the art show?
Uh-huh.
Is this your first time to have art at the art show?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel inside?
It makes me feel like,
Yeah?
mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's a great way to describe it for sure. I think that I will see you back here again because I think you've got some more things that you need to create to get out there in the world. Thanks for talking with us, okay?
Okay.
Brady, this is a fabulous piece that you have here. Can you tell us a little bit about how you made it? First off, you started with your warp.
With my with just my paper plate, and I just started like making like a watermelon design and just like put like blue just like around in like the middle, and then after I was finished with like the white parts right here, and then I started making the white part in the middle, I decided to make black lines on the side so I can see more of the design of the watermelon, and then the yellow so I could match it with the yellow in here.
Very nice. Was it hard to build the warp part?
Not really. You just it's a pattern. You go up, under, up, under.
Very nice. And so is this something that you could see yourself like pursuing art as you get older?
Maybe. I don't really know though.
What's your favorite thing to do in art?
Paint, probably.
Do you like to do acrylic paint or like a water paint?
Water paint more.
Audrey, you have an amazing piece of art here. Can you tell me about, first off, how did you start painting your rock? What did you use?
I used a Q-tip to make all the dots.
Yeah. And then tell me, how did you choose your colors?
Well, first I got a piece of paper and I drew out some ideas, and I chose.
Are these some of your favorite colors?
No, I just thought they looked good together.
Oh, okay, well that's all right. Well, it turned out really, really awesome. What do you think about having your artwork at an art museum? I see a big smile on your face. It must be feel pretty good inside, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we have the great privilege of having Mrs. Ramos here with us tonight. And so from an administrator's point of view, what is it like? What is the feeling that you get when you come and you get to see your kids and their artwork showcased in such an awesome way?
Oh my goodness, it's an overwhelming sense of pride to be able to see our families come out with their students and just watching how they beam with pride and the students showing, this one's mine and that's my friend's. And they, even tonight I heard a student explaining to his parents how he did his design, and it was just an amazing thing to watch and witness. Just seeing them outside of the math, science, writing, realm, and seeing them in their fine arts realm, it's been very exciting. I'm very proud of all of our students. Some of the siblings look and go, when is mine gonna be in? And so, they look at Mrs. Thompson and say, can I be next? So I just love that they aspire for that. They set their own goals and they go, I'm gonna be in that next time,
I love it too. Now, are you artistic? Do you dabble in anything?
Well, actually not a lot of hands-on art. I do more of like the music and dance kind of thing when I have time. But our art teacher has taught all of us very well that everyone has an artistic side, and no blooper is too bad because everything can be turned into art. So I appreciate that. We model that all of us have an artistic side.
Very, very nice. And let me ask you one other quick question. We're kind of coming off the backside of COVID and all of that. And so how has it been to get to see things kind of coming back into fruition and that from an administrator's point of view?
Wow, if I could only speak to what our fine arts and specials teachers were able to do during the pandemic, even through Zoom, even through Canvas and Seesaw, that really continued. I got to see students send in videos of them doing their activities at home. They were submitting even on Seesaw their artwork and continuing on that love for the fine arts. So I can only say that it's been so great to have everyone back on campus and to see the teacher going full-fledged with her lessons and materials and have that freedom to have students, rove around and get engaged in the learning and have the hands-on experiences. So it just continues and is amped up after that.
Awesome. Well, I know that when your students are here and they see you come and represent, it just means everything to them. So thank you for coming and joining in the fun with us. ANISA, you have a beautiful piece of clay here. Can you tell us a little bit, how did you start making this? I see down here some little, a special technique. Do you remember what that was?
With our art teacher, when we were first making these, we had to do this design, how we had to put it in a spiral. And then it was actually just to keep some beautiful some stuff in there. Yes.
Very, very nice. Is this your first time to do clay?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you think about it? Was it icky and sticky and you kind of didn't like it, or were you this is amazing?
It was in the middle because it felt very sticky, but I'm very used to that yeah.
Awesome. Well, how does it feel to have your art piece showcased here tonight?
It feels very great, the last time I've been here, because I've been here once, and it feels really great to be here again.
Very nice. Well, thanks for sharing your art with us. I appreciate it. All right, Sophia, tell me a little bit about your piece that you have here tonight. What inspired you to make this?
Okay, so we're doing a lesson about folktale art, and that's what inspired me. And we used construction papers, chalk pastels, and cornstarch, and one googly eye. It took about, I would say, 2 weeks, and I think it's really worth it. It's really pretty.
I think it is too. I think you did a great job. Now, did you get to pick your googly eye?
Yes.
And that's the one you picked? I think you picked the perfect one.
Yeah. I was trying to see which one fit my art the best, and that one just was
I love it. And then, so how did you end up doing this little technique for the legs?
So I thought that chickens had weird little legs, so I thought of a little fan and I folded it up. And then I let it fly out, and it turned into this little slinky thing. And then that's the perfect. And for the tail and the head, I just drew random little shapes that I could think of, and that's first what came to my mind.
I love it so much. What do you think about being an artist and having your artwork displayed at the museum?
I think I think it's really good. Yeah, I didn't know which art it was at first because I do so many, and as soon as I figured out that it was this one, I was so surprised because I messed up on that color, and I did so many colors, and it just made that color.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, like, what you think is a mistake ends up being like some people's favorite part of your project. So I think that you did an amazing job. Thank you so much for sharing it with us tonight.
You're welcome.
MESSIYAH, you have got a really awesome piece here tonight. So can you kind of take us from the beginning how you started out with this design? Because I know you either started out with like a corner piece or a square. So which one?
So it was a square, and we put our name on it. So it was a light that we were supposed to trace, and we traced it on the piece of paper, and that's what we did.
And then my favorite part is how you get it to match on this side. Tell us what you did.
I just flipped it over. So with the tape, I flipped it over, and I just traced it with the light.
Very, very nice. And then tell me about your color choices.
I like those colors because it was just like, those are my favorite colors, like before anything.
Okay, very nice. And then what do you think about being an artist and having your artwork displayed like this for all these people to get to walk around and see? What does that feel like?
I feel very proud of myself because this is my 3rd year with art because I've been at Ashworth Elementary, and I've been at the museum with Ashworth Elementary, so this is very cool.
Awesome. Well, keep up the hard work. I have no doubt we will see you back again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Samantha, you have an amazing piece here. Can you tell us a little bit about how you started it and what kind of inspired you to do this project?
So what we had to do was use the grid method and take a black and white photo and then either and enlarge it and then either color it or use shading. And so I decided to color it, and instead of just making it normal colors, I decided to have fun with it.
Like it. And so were you the one that got to pick like your patterns and things like that, and how did you come up with that?
Well, I like the sunset, so I did sunset colors, skin tones, my skin tone. I was either going to do skeleton or like gray and stuff.
So did you think that it was easier to do using the grid method?
With the picture it helped, and it was fun, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for Youth Encounters. This has been an amazing show, as always. A little different this year because we've kind of had to change things up a little bit, but nonetheless, amazing artists and some amazing work. Go out and make some amazing art.